pair of hands for Heart of Lions now. Look destined and so ambitious as they chase their first ever top light title. And for Heart of Lions, their last 5 away games, they are yet to pick up any victories at all. Match day 4, it was a goalless draw at the Barbara Sports Stadium against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They also held Accra vote to a goalless stalemate a week later on match day 5. And that's a foul a bit late. And that's a foul a bit late. On Gripman.
Well, certainly that's a wrong route from the experience. I know, I mean, there were a better outlet there. He could have decided to balloon the ball to the far left-hand side, but he decides to go straight, and quite disappointing from him. He could have done better on that occasion.
So Nations FC now, the last 2 minutes, certainly we've seen them having the best possession, but flag goes up. And that chance quickly just erased. Emmanuel Ano, you need to be very, very careful. Here's a tricky customer, Emmanuel Ano. 6 goals so far this season for Nations.
Definitely a talisman, isn't it? And I tell you what, look, Nations FC will need to use Ano more in this particular game if they want to really get goals going this particular season. Already, Nations have scored 10 goals. He's contributed 6 of that. So it tells you how later he's been up front. It's a bit disappointing that last season's top scorer for them, which is Faisal Chauti, have just had 2 out of his 12 last season. And I think that Ano would need to be very, very consistent in terms of scoring, because in the last 268 minutes, he has failed to find the back of the net.
Interesting. Stars and Nations FC will have a breather now.
Well, just are 2 scenarios in what have just happened in the last few seconds out the mouth of Nations FC. But if you are Pando Hearts of Lion fan watching that spectacle, you'll be very excited because it looks possible that they were going to get a goal. But if you're a Nation supporter, definitely it will be a lot of heart-wrenching moment for you. But again, it tells you the dominancy of Pando Hearts of Lion in this game. They have been ruthless. They've been doing the right things. They just want to get onto the score sheet. And I think that Coach Basha Herford's side is really, really delivering the taxes he told them coming to the game.
It's Brandon H now on his bike, but he'll be stopped there. And good press there by Heart of Lions to win over possession. Lawrence Osei now has Ishmaelado in space. Back to the captain of the side. Ebenezer Urban, back to Ishmaelado. And Heart of Lions will quickly want to make an entry into the third half. Ishmaelado back on the ball now. And no Nations FC player trying to close him down whatsoever. Still Ishmaelado trying to play that crossfield pass to his teammate, but it's stopped, and there's a long ball into space now. And Emmanuel Ado does well, shows so much determination now. It's dangerous, but then that ball will go straight to Ruben Hennessy, and that was, or could have been, a big chance for Nations FC.
Big chance for them again, and he's an experienced man who will always be at the center of it. Emmanuel Ano, but look at another chance.
And there's a chance for Freeman, hit it! And there is the opening goal for Pando Heart of Lions here at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Just out of nothing. A second ago they were defending, and Chauncey Freeman pounces on that loose ball to give the Pando lads the lead here. Heart of Lions 1, Nations 0.
Exciting stuff, isn't it, from Pando Hearts of Lions? Look at the build-up from Bismarck, and he swept it in. Razak Sampson have a touch, not the best of that, forced to Chauncey Freeman, and just look at the quality of the hit there. And absolutely, Osman Rano cannot do anything about it. But again, it is disappointing defending from the home side, Nations FC, and this man have his third goal of the season.
Chauncey Freeman, the scorer for Pando Heart of Lions, coming into this game, he scored twice, and this will be his third. And it looks like Nations FC would have to do it the hard way now. They would have to come.
What can you do? Go for the flanks, and that is what Nations is trying to do.
All right, so A very, very scruffy ball there. Our referee says that should be a goal kick to Nations, who will quickly take that one. They'll look to just attack, but the ball cleared again. Gripman to Boateng. Boateng will find Prince Bedu. And it's Boche now. Zach Simpson. Kwame Boache to Chawete, and it's Nations FC now moving the ball around. Now in a hurry to make an entry, but in the long one, and will be cleared. Ball to Chancellor Freeman, the goal scorer for Heart of Lions. Echidogli will find Kwanzaa. Ball over the top, and it's Freeman racing down now, and he's being policed by Simpson. Freeman checks onto the left. Can he get that? A lovely and excellent defense by the Black Stars player, Zach Simpson, who does so well to avert that danger.
That is terrific, isn't it? Terrific stuff from the skipper of the side, leading by example. Look, shows class there. Takes the time to just bring that ball out of the front of Chancellor Freeman, who on any day could have option for the target, but again, it's just a classical defending that stopped him in his strat.
As Emmanuel now will check onto his right foot. He has three players just trying not to allow him hit that ball. It's Brandon Sapon. Brandon Sapon has a name to beat. Checks onto the right, but another disappointing ball into the box, which will be dealt with by Urban.
Very feeble hit, isn't it? Feeble hit into Lions' box there. He could have done better. Maybe the angle was very difficult for him to just hit it into the final third or into the 18-yard. But that was, look, there are lots of options available. He could have decided to cut back a bit and decide to start it all over again, but he decides to go for the shot. And
in 45 minutes here, stellar Saturday in the Ghana Premier League. Second game of match day 13. And it's Nations FC. Still invisible at home this season. 3 wins, 3 draws here. And as it stands, they are drawing for the 4th time this season. And then there's still lots of time to play for. Here, it's Prince Bedu now. Finds Kwame Boache. To Chawete. Back to Bedu. Chawete will move to Suhini. And it's Boateng now. The cross into the box, but then headed away by Aban. And a lit notch there. And the right call by referee Franklin Akumati.
I think that Prince Bedu rushed on it too quickly. Just look at it from Botchway. That was a lovely ball that was floated into the 18-yard. The experienced defender, Ebenezer Aban, always got his eyes fixed to it, headed it out. But I think that Nations could have done better with that opportunity, if not for how Bedu rushed onto it.
So together with his centre-back pair, Robin Herdesay, they've kept 8 clean sheets. No clean sheet for them this season, though. So it's a long ball. You're just seconds away from the 45th minute mark. By any added on time, we could be heading into the halftime break anytime soon. A confirmation of 3 minutes.
Well, it tells you if it stays this way, it means that in the last 6 game for Pando Heart of Lions, a possible 18 point, they've just picked 5 on the road, and it's a bit disappointing, isn't it? But here's Echedogli.
There's Echedogli now, lovely ball. Just squeezed it into the box. It's Apartheid against the side net. Again, Heart of Lions moving forward, hoping to get the lead before the halftime whistle goes.
That is the mentality of a winning team, isn't it? You go down, but you must fight back. And you see what they are doing at the moment. A bit of switch between Ataije, and you see he decides to use the left-hand side, but again, not the best of option. Such a difficult angle to execute that shot, and Nation staying in.
Suhini with a long one, trying to find the run of Faisal Chawete. But he'll be bitten to it by Yao Danso. Now the tussle there. But a free kick will go the way of Nations FC, and that's Gripman. It's been decent. Oh, always the wingman to Razak Simpson in this setup. I used to play for Golden Kick last season. They were in the MTN FA Cup final and lost to Kumasi Asante Kotoko by 2-1. That's where he grabbed the attention of the top sides, but then he landed here.
Well, it tells you a quality pairing for Nations FC at the back, isn't it? Sims himself, who is a skipper, and a Gripman who
That's
came
from...
from...
Gripman, formerly of Great Olympics. So his brother is Ate Gripman, who is currently playing for Samatics.
Absolutely, you understand.
Yeah.
Now, to pair those two players at the back tells you of the quality of this centre-back for Nations FC. But the issue is, yes, maybe Gripman, it's too early for him. He's just joined this nation setup. You need a bit of time to settle in, and I think that is what is having a huge toll on the nation's defense.
So that's Oko Gripman, the twin brother of Ate Gripman, who formerly played for Golden Kicks. A better physical play than Obin Jr. gives away a free kick to Nations FC, who quickly take that. Brandon Sapon, the busiest player in the Nations FC setup this afternoon. Move to the left-hand side, fine. Kwame Boache to Suhini Sulemana. Drop that to Bedu. And it's Suhini now. Lovely ball into space. It's now. I know hits that one. That was so wide again. And they keep knocking on the doors of Heart of Lions. It's just a matter of time for Nations FC.
Lovely shot from Ano, isn't it? But it was always going to drift. Look at it, maybe because of the direction of the hit as well. But again, not the best of hits there. And it was always bending away from the goalpost of Bando Lions.
So 45 minutes done and dusted here at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. It's been an entertaining end-to-end stuff. Chauncey Freeman putting Heart of Lions ahead with a lovely low strike. But then minutes later, Ruben Hennessy heading into his own net to draw level for Nations FC, who are still unbeaten here this season. Match day of the Ghana Premier League. And after halftime, it is Nations FC 1, Heart of Lions 1.